Hey guys, welcome to our vibe coding session where we are going to be hacking on Lens Chain. Today, Naruto is going to be taking us through the session. Also joined by Rishi and Robin. So earlier this week, if you don't know, Lens kicked off their hackathon. It's running for another week and a bit. So we thought it'd be fun to basically do a live vibe coding session, hacking on Lens Chain, seeing what we can come up with, knowing that things will probably break, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. So I'll hand it over to Naruto, who can give us a bit of an intro on what we're going to be doing.
Hey guys, give me 1 second. Figuring some stuff out for you guys. Um, okay, I do this. I open it another chat. Okay. So hey guys, this is Naruto. I'm a DevRel at Avail, working with Robin, Rishi, and Scott. Um, we just thought, like, as Scott mentioned, that there's a hackathon going. Why not like try to wipe code something? Of course, there's going to be things going wrong. And I'm going to be showcasing my rusty coding skills. That's what happens sometimes. But getting into like a little bit of like Lens Hackathon and what the idea that we came up with. um, Basically, it's a spring hackathon. The last hackathon had 40 plus projects or whatever. This time, because Lens launched a whole chain on top of ZK Sync, along with Avail inside it, and then Avail has been like their DA provider, so we've been doing a lot of cool stuff together. Um, Lens Chain, I've been a big fan of them ever since they launched back in the last cycle. I was one of their first users. I loved using, Hey, then Orb, and then some other projects that they have. For example, Poster. But yeah, like right now, because it's a chain, people can launch any kind of stuff. You can interact with the chain. You can do protocol stuff. You can build an app or dApp, whatever you want to call it. And then for this hackathon, they came up with few ideas on what they want to do, right? So one of them is, social-fi experiences. So those of you who don't know, social-fi is similar to, let's say Kaito or Fantasy Top, where Kaito does a lot of like it's kind of info-fi, but you get a lot of information. People yap a lot. Uh, and then the second one is which one was the Fantasy Top, which have everyone mints their own card, or like they get people on crypto Twitter who are active, and then they bet or bet against each other. So that's like social-fi. And there's custom feed based platforms, prediction markets, trading games, creator tooling because Lens is big on creators. Then coordination game, co-investing platforms, and then a bonsai track as well. So there's like too many of these. We would want to like build something, and we came up with a good idea. We'll share it with you. But Robin, Rishi, Scott, any thoughts before we start?
All good on my side.
Okay, cool. So the first thing, the idea that came to us, and then these are the prizes and bonsai tracks. First prize is 20,000 GHO. Second is 10,000, and so on. It already started on 5th of May and then ends on 20th, so you can like still register, I think, and then submit all those things as well. And then these are the resources over here. But anyway, we will move to looking into a few things. The idea that we came up, so we'll be using two things here today. One is Cursor, because Cursor is gonna be helping doing the white coding stuff. So I will let Cursor do all of it. I won't do it myself, specifically because I want to see what Cursor can come up with. And then at the same time, we are going to use ChatGPT's model O3, which is for advanced reasoning, specifically because Model O3, I found it way better than Model O4, which is for coding, but advanced reasoning, it gives a little bit more power, I think. Um, Okay, without any, taking more time, let's try to get into what we can do. The idea here is simple. We make a very interesting meme coin trading platform where Lens will allow you to post any kind of mintable post. Oh, 1 second. I want to make sure if I got the prompt right because I don't want to mess it up. Oh, I changed the prompt a little bit here and there. Oh, okay. So it's a meme coin launchpad. This is what we had copy pasted. But very basically is that there's a launchpad with a pre-buy option on Lens. So anytime you have a launchpad, people can launch a token, and then that token, or like you put it out on Hey, or saying that, hey guys, this is kind of like a launchpad or like a token that I'm launching. What you guys can do now is that you can mint this post. Once you mint this post, and then schedule to create the token for 24 hours, people can add some kind of pre-buy options, and then people can start minting, or in Lens term we say start collecting these posts as NFT. And then once that thing is done, then the token is later on airdropped to the people who mint it. Why we're doing this is because everyone can launch a token. That is great. But if creators launch a token and then they mint some kind of post, or like post some kind of artwork, and then other people support it and then collect that. So collecting a post would mean that you're supporting that creator. That would basically mean that you are supporting in a sense that, oh yeah, this is a cool work, right? From there, because so many people supported you, a creator might feel a need to distribute some kind of token, some kind of rewards with the community, with the holders, with the audience. And I think that's the best way to empower the creators. So yeah, this is the very basic idea. Lens allows you to post mintable post, meme coin launchpad with a pre-buy option, minting token creation post happen on Hey, and then people who collect mint the post will get token airdrop at the end of the minting timeout, which is like 24 hours. Let's just like 24 hours, right?
No, do you wanna maybe put this idea into like ChatGPT and ask it to create a prompt or
Yep,
cursor so
that would
that
be
would like
actually,
so we can
yeah.
like get more optimized, something more optimized,
Okay,
and we can see
let's
like what it
do,
would
yep, let's do this. If you can see my screen.
ask it to like
Um,
create a prompt. Yeah.
yep, thinking to make this. Can you come up with a system design and a better prompt? And how should I move towards building the whole project? Let's see. And then I'm using ChatGPT o3, so let's see what we can do. And then hopefully I'm gonna.
Naruto,
Mhm.
Naruto, would you mind just quickly copy pasting that prompt that you used
Yep.
into the chat thread? And
Yep.
then if anyone wants to play around as well while we're doing this, they can actually
Yep.
see what comes out on their side.
Yep. Let's see. And this is why I like o3 more, because it searches the whole web and then it comes up with like its own reasoning on what it should do. Um, let's see. Refine product prompt. Okay. Lens post that doubles as limited pre-sale for your new meme coin. Fans collect the post during countdown window. I feel like it's hearing me, whatever I'm saying. When the timer ends, the launchpad
Can you
automatically. Yes.
can you zoom in? Can you zoom in 1 or 2 clicks? It's just a
Yeah.
little bit hard to read.
I hope this
Yeah,
is
sweet.
clear. Right. It. The good thing is that it also says it thinks for 28 seconds. That's pretty cool. But anyway, this is the prompt that we came up with. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this prompt. First, I'm gonna send it to you guys in the chat so that you can copy paste in the comments if someone wants to look at it. Um, high-level system design. This is what they came up with. You have social UX, then you have a smart contract, automation scheduling. I think using Chainlink automation is like an overkill, but that's completely okay. Then you have a ERC meme token, liquidity manager makes sense. Indexing, I think Mamoka is discontinued, but we'll see what we do. And then security and ops option growth, that's completely fine. It also came up with how the data funds and flow and all those things. So the best thing that we would want to do right now is come up with a very, very small UI. And then from there, we'll move to smart contracts because, I would not want to wipe code smart contracts. They may cause an issue, but we'll still just for the showing it to people, wipe coding will do that. Cool. So I'm going to take this prompt specifically and then put it on the cursor because cursor is going to be the first first tool that we use. And then I'm just going to say for this project, can you just make a UI first and then we move to something else? Feel free to spin up. I wanted to spin up their own wallets as well, but that's completely fine. Let's see what happens now. Okay, I'll help you create one, and it always asks me to run. I like to see what it is doing. That's why I do not, turbo pack. I don't need a turbo pack, so I will select no. 1 second. Oopsie. Okay, I think I selected yes. Never mind. Cool. It's installing the dev dependencies, TypeScript, Tailwind, ESLint. That should be looking nice. It made the files here, so that's pretty cool. And then it did this. Now it's doing. Now that we have project set up, let's install some additional. Sure, go for it. Okay, let's create the main components. I think it's coding somewhere in the source file. And I don't know why it gets read, probably some other stuff, but we'll see. See, that's the cool thing. I don't need to do anything as if I were a junior dev, yeah, just solves all those things.
Yeah, you don't have to code front ends anymore. Is actually good.
Wipe coding as it should be.
I also hate CSS. So that's the best use case of the whole thing. But let's see what it has done, right? I've created a modern responsive UI, Lens by Launchpad, sure, clean navigation, connect wallet button, 2-column layout, left side token name, symbol, sure, total supply, right side active Launchpad, previews showing time remaining countdown, modern UI elements including blah, 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 sure, that definitely runs fine. So once we do npm run, it's gonna be generating a website. Hopefully it works. This is the first try ever. Let's see. And then it generated the WebAssembly server is this. Some potential next step would be connecting wallet connection, setting up Lens protocol integration, creating smart contracts, and all those different things. Cool. Hopefully this works. I don't have much hopes right now. Ooh, it came out to be better than what I thought. This is how it looks. So this is my Lens. So this is the ChatGPT screen, but this is what the local host 3000 has. I'm pretty sure because it's just UI, nothing's gonna work. If I click on connect wallet, nope. If I do something like root to token name on Naru and then total supply, whatever number, and 1 hour, I do not think that's gonna work. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not working. Of course, because we never did anything. So back to our stuff. Okay, let's figure out the next steps, work on those. Maybe we can improve the UI first. and then add some colors to it, and then from there do a wallet connection functionality, and maybe, and then Lens protocol integration. Okay, let's see now. So it's gonna enhance the UI first. Hopefully it does well. And I'm gonna close my npm terminal first to see what it's doing and let it go all the way. And this work would take me more than 7 days, I believe. Not 7 days, 3 days.
I mean, as long as you have the UI, then it's pretty much easier.
Yeah, now
I'd
it
say,
says
yeah,
sorry.
I'd say like
What
doing the front end is harder than doing the back end part sometimes.
Okay. Says I've done several improvements, added a beautiful gradient background, created glass card components, blah blah blah, improved button styling, added proper form state management, added navigation links, glass morphism effects. Next steps, implement connection. Okay, handle different wallet providers, show wallet address. Okay, so let's try with npm run first and see what it generates for us. It's I think it messed up instead. I don't know why this logo is so big. And then why the dollar signs are so big. But this is still better. Like, you have a token launchpad and some other things, but this is a little bit messed up here. Okay, so I'm gonna
Why
ask
do I
it
feel like the
to.
CSS is not actually CSS?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Um,
Can we check like if the CSS file is actually being integrated properly or not? I think that
what do you
could
mean?
be like it's probably not calling the CSS because I can see that they're trying to do gradients and stuff, but it's not showing
Yeah,
up.
it's not working out. I
Exactly.
think it has some issue with Tailwind. Let's see. I'll just ask. I think the CSS files are not working fine. Can you check what is wrong? I also see page.tsx has some issues. Okay. And then, yeah. So we'll do the UI is worse than before. You dumb AI, can you make it better? Also, I think there are issues on page.tsx. Let's see what it does now. See, if you say dumb AI to ChatGPT, I think they will, like it will be annoyed with me and will say, "Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry."
Also, which model are we using for cursor? Like, which AI model it is using?
Oh, I didn't check. I need to check one second. Let it complete first, and then we can check.
Sure, sure. Also, what's the general feedback? Like, which model has been, yeah, I mean, to Robin, Scott, no, to, all of you, like, which model has been very well, in building out the UI or, the entire framework for an app?
If you were to do GPT, I genuinely like O3 a lot because it has advanced reasoning, but O4 mini is what I think they use for, coding and stuff, and it does pretty good work for me. I have a ChatGPT subscription for like ever since it came out now, so that's definitely that. Let's see what it did. I made several changes, added proper tailwind configuration, blah blah blah. Cool. Let's quickly check on the models first. Should be somewhere here.
We've got a bad logo. It was really bad, and it's gotten slightly better, but courtesy of ChatGPT.
Let's see models. Pretty much selected each one, but I want to know which one it is using right now.
Yeah, I'm not been using cursor a lot lately, but I think it shows somewhere around where you type the prompt, somewhere around that.
It should be somewhere here. That's what I was thinking too. Huh, this
Yeah.
one here. Let me close this.
3.5 sonnet.
3.5 sonnet. Which one should we use? I
Yeah,
think.
good. Let's vote here. Like, which one should we be using?
Maybe
I've heard
3.7. Nah,
yes.
max this one.
Point
We can do that.
zero
It says maximum intelligence. It's gonna say it's gonna charge me, but that's fine. I'll put it on a Wales card.
Thanks, Naruto.
There's also Gemini 2.5.
I've heard that Gemini 2.5 is really good. Like, the new model is actually good. Let's see.
Okay, let's do this one. I changed the model. Do it again. Improve the code now. Sure, whatever. Oops, I think this is better. It is doing a lot of stuff. I think this might actually work. Correctly defined picked. This makes sense. Meanwhile, what I'll do is if Gemini 2.5 Pro is what we're using here, then I'll do on this screen. On this screen, I will do the same thing. Can we start? And then here I'm using O3. Can we start using? Sorry, building this project. And can we start with a minimal UI? Also, please every single step to start running the project. So what I'll do is like I'll make another screen and then I'll use VS Code or something to do it this way. What it does is like I can at the same time work with two different projects. Okay. I think it came up with something with these changes. Linter across. Google has been corrected to use HSO values. Understandable. Okay. Relative should now be resolved because okay. After restarting, please check the UI. Let's see. And see, this is the fun stuff about ChatGPT, bringing it here again. When I use O3, it asks for like network access. I'll allow, of course. But what it's doing is like it's gonna check everything on its own. Coming back to cursor, I think everything ran. npm run dev again, and I will do again because I have trust issues. So I'll bring out the Lens host, localhost 3000, and see what it did. It messed up a little bit more. Love it. I think I should just tell it to like go back to what it was doing because this is completely weird. That's why I never bought cursor. Okay.
Let's do one thing.
Mhm.
If I feel like it's working on top of a very shitty code base right now, let's do one thing. Let's scrap the entire thing and try to do it again. Because the thing with AI is because
Well,
the first code base is bad, it just keeps on
I
reiterating
just
all that
keeps on
bad
adding
code.
that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be the. I won't do it on 1 second. So what I'll
Or do you want
do
to?
is
I have a pump fun clone site if you
we
want
can
to
do that.
input it.
Yeah, you can send that to me, but can you delete the whole repo and start again? Start again from the scratch. Let's see.
So
Will it delete the repo? I wonder. Delete the file. Okay, interesting.
Rishi says on our private chat, AI is not replacing us anytime soon, which I agree. Um, but yeah, Naruto, I've actually put in the link to a pump fun clone from one of the
Yep.
YouTube tutorials that I found online, and they have a repo, and I just forked it. But you can put this link if it can kind of pick up some of the code from that and try and use that as a base. That would be cool.
Yep. I know. I am just going to do. Okay, 1 second. I think we need to restart it again. Let's see. Let's see.
Let's just have a new window, whatever it is. Yeah.
I dropped in some app name ideas. I like
I deleted the
Launchpad.
whole thing. And then what I'm gonna do is tr lens hackathon wipe code cursor, and then I'm gonna do lens hackathon wipe code O3. So we'll be working with two repos. Oh, I should have changed it to O3. That's okay. And then we're gonna be. No, I'm a little bit autistic. So what I'll do is okay. And then what I'm gonna be doing is cd Lens Hackathon O3. So this is where all the O3 code will go, and then we'll have this one where we'll do Lens Hackathon wipe code cursor, and we will ask our AI to completely open a new folder. Try it again one more time. Okay, hopefully this one would work. What I'll do is I will copy our initial, copy this, take this Lens Hackathon project with this with only UI for now, and we'll change things later. Meanwhile, Robin shared me one of these lens template and then the pump fun clone. So we'll also look at the pump fun clone. Let's see what that does. And let's check on what our O3 did, which is it wrote a lot of code. So I want to check on what all the things that it did. It has Launchpad page and everything. So let's see. It gave me all the instructions as well. We need to have NVM use and PMI, sure. Cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be using this here. Oops, not this one. Okay, and we're going to be basically copying each line of the code from the O3. Where did it go? This one. CD do. Okay, every single thing I'm going to be doing from this. I'm creating another. Second. Okay. We're going to be using every single line. So now we are in the Lens Pre by Launchpad. This is O3 stuff. And let's see what O3 tells us to do. PNPM init y. PNPM doesn't have, there's no PNPM, so I need to install it. PNPM init, oops, oh, there's no y. So we do this. Then we do echo pages. We're setting up a workspace, and then we're doing the packages for contracts and web and subgraph. Cool. Smart contract, sure. I don't want to do this right now, but let's do this as well. We are in the contracts directory, and then we do forge init. Basically, we're going to be working with the this, and it does all the stuff, and then we do forge install. So what's happening here is that we are working on two different directories. If people have not realized, one is O3. So O3 also tells us a little bit on the smart contract side, and then another one is Cursor, which is just doing the UI part for us right now. And it's just going to be using OpenZeppelin. I'm going to be leaving the Launchpad factory.sol and everything for now. And then I'm going to be looking at the front end. So we're going to be doing, oops, I think I got an error. Tag. This is probably an OpenZeppelin issue because probably there's no tag 5.0.2. That's okay. We can skip this one for now because we don't have to do anything with the contracts. All I'm interested in how the web look or the UI looks for this certain example. And I want to make sure that that works. And it doesn't work. Let's see, why do I get this error? This is what I hate about using AI. Let's see how our hackathon, the cursor is doing.
Let's input the link that I shared, maybe.
The Pump Fun one, right?
Yep.
I'm trying to find where is my screen, honestly.
You can even ask it to get cloned, like it doesn't.
Can you start by git cloning this? Oops, I don't know if it will work actually.
Last year. Let's run that. Let's see how that would work. What
would you like to do? Can you run it? Oh, we have 700 people looking at us,
Yeah,
messing it up. We are basically messing it up.
This is not like when Christine is there. Christine does it so organized.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
not messing it up. The AI is messing it up.
This is like literally relying on the AI, like if I don't know how to do any of it. So AI is going to be my helpful friend here.
No coding, just vibes.
Okay, and then we run npm start. Let's see what it does. Oops, I kind of knew. Can you check why I have issues in my terminal? And meanwhile, we look into what error we got here. 2 ways to run create next step correctly. Yeah, sure. PNPM dev. That's what I did, didn't I? Yeah, I'm still getting the error. Yep. Bash PNPM DLX. Let's try this one. Yeah, there's some error going on here. Probably says module not found, which is very interesting. It should not give me that error. CD into another one, we can do that. Too many arguments, PNPM DLX. DLX not found. This is even more weirder. Let's go back to what it does. So the issue encountered is indeed because the command was run from the wrong directory. I thought you're running the command for me. So let's see where we are. Okay. And then we do npm start. npm rundown. This should run somewhere. Feel like we had more to work before than here. See and running and start if there's any npm start is missing script. Also missing, so the only thing is npm run, which doesn't work. I think we have hit a good roadblock for no reason. Couldn't even bytecode the start one. Let's see why it's not working. The npm run doesn't work. Can you figure out why? I'm dumb. Sorry.
Yeah, you had CD in the front end and
I did not know that they have a front end as well. That makes sense. Okay, so now we have a local host. Hopefully that works now. Oh, good one. That works. But it's a very start. Oh, I can start a token as well.
Oh,
yes, too many errors. I think that's because I did not put an image URL. Let me grab an image URL.
I guess there's also, I think that there's env variables you'll have to add for this clone.
Yeah,
for this
that's another issue. I just want to add one image and see what happens. Coupling get rows. Yeah, for sure. I think that's only because of the envs. Let's check the envs real quick.
The front end, you have to go to the front end.
Yeah, I was on the front end, right? Yep. We have a React app contract replaced with your contract, React app RPC URL with the Morales URL, React app exit XAPI. Okay. What I'll do is this can go here, and then for here I will put an Alchemy API. I don't know if Morales is what needed, but I have an Alchemy API for sure.
I can give you a dummy one if you want for Morales.
Oh, yeah, sure, if you have that. Scott, this is how it looks when, wipe coding goes too wrong.
It's good. I have something running in the background, so we'll see how it goes.
And the React API key. Thanks for this, Robin. React API key can go here. And I need to change the .env to example to .env. Okay.
You'll also need a contact address, which I don't have, so
Oh,
we'll have to figure
yeah.
out.
We'll have to figure that one out for sure. Let's try just a normal. Oh, npm start, was it? Yeah. Would you like to? Sure. Oh, maybe because it's running on the other server or on the thing. It ran on the 3001. Oh, it prompted my wallet address. So I'm saying that we are working somewhere for sure.
Something works.
Yep, something works. So here's what we can do now. We can go on the cursor and we can say that I changed multiple things in pump1.
Wait, I have an idea.
And can you make, yes, tell me, smart contract
So
or token launchpad or find something online? Yes, tell me.
okay, so this pump fund contract is say Launchpad clone is basically using some version of their own Launchpad logic. What I would want to probably try and do is Bonsai has their own Launchpad contract where you can launch your own meme coin tokens. So one task we can probably give with AI is replace the current Launchpad or basically logic and use whatever is there on this Launchpad contract and also give it the full Solidity code just in case it wants to kind of understand that. So I'll give you the Solidity code as well, and you can input all of these things, and let's see what the AI comes up with.
You mean the Launchpad contract?
Yeah, I can't send it to you in private chat. I'll do one thing. I'll send it to you
This
on.
one, right?
Yeah, I'll send you the Basecamp URL of the
I think it's
contract
this one.
itself. Yes. Launchpad contract. So on Basecamp, the contract code is there. So I would suggest would give it the source code. Also give it the docs that I also provided with you, and tell it to figure it out and replace the current Launchpad mechanics with the one which Bonsai has.
Yep.
Let's see if that works.
Okay. So here's the contract Launchpad that I found. Can you go through this and make something similar or use this? Oops. Why there's an S. And then this is the base scan link. Let's see what it does now. Wow, there are 1,000 people looking at. Yep. Register club, sell chips, token supply, release liquidity. Interesting. Oh, it's very similar to what we're trying to build. But I think everyone is interacting with the bonsai here, right?
Yeah. This would be like the bonsai contract. We're just calling those functions in the bonsai contract. At least that's the idea. Let's see if that works or not. I think this one would, by the way, be on the base chain. I think your AI would probably work with on the base chain. We'll have to change it to left chain. It's a difference in RPC at the end of the day.
Okay. What do you think of this direction? Okay, what did it do? Here's potential structure, your launchpad.sol, initiate launch, that works. String memory, unit presale token, max span. I love how I can still understand the Solidity code here. Deploys a new ERC20, presale token price, presale end, block.times. I think this looks good. Then there's a collect, which will allow the fans to collect as well, requires. And then finalize launch, pre-sale end time. Okay, this is pretty cool. And then your meme coin. So this comes from Open Zeppelin. Okay, we can place these contracts within hard contract, share per clone, adapt to existing. Okay. Yes, please go ahead, sir. Dear sir.
A few moments earlier, Naruto called it a dumb AI agent, or a dumb AI. Now he's calling it irony of it all.
It's yeah, like you need to show the love there. So okay,
Just in
but
case they come
let's
and take over us.
yes, just in case, but it's doing stuff. If you look at it, we have the front end already ready, and then on the hard hat side, it's doing token factory and then meme coin.sol. But the problem here is that we won't be able to showcase a launch or deploy the contract, because at the end of the day, you need to deploy it on the Sepolia or any other chain, or I would say Lens chain here. And then that's a lot of stuff or a lot of steps to figure out those.
Yeah, I don't think we have
Um,
time for that. Anyway, we have
okay,
like 10 minutes left anyway. So
yeah, but let's see. Review the generated Solidity code. Start writing harder deployment scripts. Or writing, yeah, I would say we should write
do
deployment
everything.
scripts.
I need to do everything.
Yeah. Can you start writing the hard hacker, begin integrating this, and also tell me how I can get it to launch on Lens chain. Just see what happens there. Could not resolve. Oh, it got an error. I couldn't see what it was.
Hey Boss is taking a super long time. It's still generating a UI for us. And
So you're trying
ChatGPT is
to
working on a third logo iteration for us with a new name this time.
oh, what's the name?
Vivement.
Vibement. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Vibement.
Yeah, like that is.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, this is what I knew already. When I was doing, like research on Lens, they have the gas token as grass, which is interesting, and the chain ID is 3711. That's pretty cool. Lens define lens chain, blah blah blah. Cool. Okay. What has it done so far? I want to check this out. So coming back, it seems script doesn't exist yet. I'll create. It created the whole thing. Remember to replace your Uniswap v2 router address here. I don't have it right now on me. To run the script, you would typically use Launchpad, deploy Launchpad. Okay, npx hard compile, wallet connect. That all works. And then your launchpad.json API file is generated. Cool. Launch. Okay. So what do we do next? You'll add. Okay, we'll have to add a lot of these things. That is fine. Apply. I'll just do an apply here, so that it applies all those different things. I think it did. And then adapt your launchpad for v3 if necessary. That's going to be a next step where we do all those different things. Okay, next step, research Lens text, front-end component while your research, create, yeah. Let's work with front-end component and see if it works. Can you finally just work with front-end component? Okay, and then let's just go around on what's going on here. Hard hat, definitely one of those things. I wanted to use Foundry because I'm very, I know Foundry well enough as compared to Hard hat, but then again, I've done a little bit of that. So what it has done so far is that created the Solidity Launchpad contract, taking Uniswap, launch initiated, collected, similar function. So this is pretty cool. And then from there, there's a meme coin which can be created as well. So it mints here. And then the scripts that it generated something called deploy launchpad. We need to replace this one, Uniswap v2 router. So I don't have it handy on me, so probably not gonna do that. But that's a basic thing. Get contract factory and deploy it. Pretty straightforward. And I would just want to figure out what it does here because I asked it to do the front end. Try to modify, creating new component. You do allows incorporate placeholders, which you'll need. Okay, can you finish? Are you done with front end? Not yet. Okay, it's doing more stuff on the front end. Let's see what it does.
Why does it need the Uniswap router? Is that for the swap functionality or something?
Yeah, that's why it is needing this. Oops, 1 second. Yeah, for any kind of swaps and stuff that would be needed. I was looking at another screen, I'm sorry, but let's see. Now try to compile your contracts. I don't want to do that. Deploy your contracts on the test network. Now, okay. So I want to run the UI. Okay, finally, we'll just try on running the UI, and then we are almost closing the time. So maybe it's a little bit of failed experiment, but we'll see on what we created so far. Let it do its work. It's applying to here. Oh yeah, it generated a whole thing, create launchpad, your launchpad contract address, handle initiate launch. It's taking longer than usual. Did you play a song, Scott?
Yeah, I've got some loading music just happening in the background.
There are 26 comments going on here. Very interesting. You know what? I'm just gonna do on the terminal. I'm gonna do an npm start and see where we are.
All right. Well, I've got the Hey Boss version. It's just loading up, so hopefully I can drop a link to that before we go.
What is that? The Hey Boss one?
The Hey Boss one, yeah. We'll see. It's just loading up.
Is it built already?
It says generating. That's why I'm waiting on it.
But can I look at the local host because it shows?
I compiled it. Yeah, I compiled it, and then this is basically the same one right now. And if I do this, I can probably do something like arrow, do. Let's see. There's just one error now. So pretty much everything is gone. There's just one error, which is CIP. Makes sense. I wonder what this is. Let's see. 113 would be. Oh, it's coming from. It's coming from some kind of deploy script. So that's the issue over there. Nothing we can do about that one. I got this oops, it changed. Oh. Run the UI, important. It gave me 5 steps to do. I don't have that much time. Let's see. Oh, I'll just do this one. What I'll do is I'll do npm install one more time, and then I'll do npm start. npm start, and I got it got into some issues, I think. So, but I wanted to go ahead and ask, why am I getting this? How can I resolve this issue?
In the meantime, Naruto, if it doesn't work, I've shared a link in the private chat here to the Hey Boss UI. So
nice.
if this doesn't work, you can pull it up and take a look. It's not too bad for the first attempt.
Yeah, it looks
this
nice.
is what Hey Boss built. Oops, it is better than Cursor. It is a better UI than Cursor. Yeah, Lens free by Genesis collection. Why didn't we do this before? Collection window ends in 6 days. How it works. I wonder if, discover and collect. Secure your spot by collecting exclusive Genesis post. Hold your collection. Automatic airdrop. Scott, why didn't you tell us about this before?
Because we had to try different options.
You just wanted
I don't
to
know the backend works though.
There's pretty
you're
sure.
Building the backend. This is just the UI.
Yeah, Cursor built all the contracts for us, and it also worked with the deploy script. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna hide this real quick. So it basically built out all the different things for us on the Solidity side, and then on the deploy script. But the UI was a bad part. But Hey Boss, I've never used this, I'll be honest. But it started doing all of this stuff. There's tokenomics as well. There's a pre-sale liquidity. Team gets to take 15%. That's pretty cool. And reserve is 5%. And right now it's just Lens token and it's on Optimism, but it can be changed for sure. I'm pretty sure. That's pretty cool. Okay. But I think that's about it for this one. It was a failed attempt with the help of multiple AIs. The whole idea was that I don't do anything, I don't figure out anything, and I let the cursor and O3 do the stuff. And clearly, they cannot take our job right now. So I think I'm happy about that.
Awesome. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, it was a fun experiment, and yeah, let's see where we can take it from here.
Yep. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining. Thanks a lot for seeing me struggle. And hopefully we'll do a better one on the next one. But yeah, like I think everyone should go and hack on Lens. And a good thing would be like a vibe coding session is only an hour long. You can't really figure out all the things, all the moving parts, especially Lens being a new chain. A lot of moving parts here and there, so it's a little bit harder. But if you give 15 days of to the hackathon, I'm pretty sure anyone can build something cool. But yeah,
And
that's
they've got
about it.
50K in prizes. So go and hack on
Yeah.
Lens, guys.
Sweet. Okay,
Cool.
guys.